Well, Scunthorpe fans, what a shocking first half performance that was. We thought it was bad on Tuesday night. I've got three words for tonight's first half: shocking, embarrassing, and shit. I've got to say, it felt horrible in the ground all the way through the first half and really up until we scored, which was the 90th minute. So the vast majority of the game, there was like an air of tension on the players that then spread into the crowd. That's what I felt. There was low mutterings, everything was pretty quiet. The football was, there just didn't seem to be any direction. And going forward, I mean, when we first got Clunan here, I was one of his biggest fans and thought he was awesome and fantastic. But he seems to me now, he seems to have lost something. Ever since the Kings Lynn game, he doesn't seem to have an idea of going forward of his passing. It's always sideways or it's always backwards, which seems to spread to the rest of the team. Obviously, he's the captain, and when he's telling everybody, and we need to be moving forward quicker, faster, getting better passes to those men at the front. I don't think anybody had a particularly good game. It would have been very difficult to pick a man of the match. I think Ferris got the man of the match. I'm not going to argue with it, but I think I would have had trouble picking anybody today. The whole atmosphere seemed not very good at all. In fact, talking in the crowd with other people, and it almost felt like as something gone off after the Tamworth game, as Jimmy Dean lost the players, as he lost the dressing room. I hope not. Again, people were saying we need to get rid of Jimmy Dean. I don't think that's the case. I think there's an issue with the players. We don't get to know what goes on in the dressing room. I don't think you can get rid of the manager because there's no money in the club to pay his contract up. And you'd then have to bring another manager in. He can't bring any players in that he wants to because of the transfer embargo. We can't win. It's a nightmare scenario for the club. But I mean, I'd still urge fans to back Jimmy Dean, because at the end of the day, yeah, things don't look very good at the moment on the pitch. It's quite scary and worrying. But we've had a good run this season. It's not long since we was winning games by 6 goals, two games on the trot at the Attis Arena. We were on a good run. We were at top of the table. So something's gone wrong, and I think a lot of it probably stems from the Brackley game, and obviously the draw with Boston, and then from there, and then with what happened on Tuesday with Tamworth. Things aren't, I don't know, they didn't look like a team that was together. I mean, the starting lineup, we had Fitzsimmons, Ogle, Coogan, Evans, Clunan, Elliott, Butterfield, Scales and Ferris, Denton and Whitehall that made the starting lineup. The subs was Kelly, Boyce, Beeston, Wilson and Pugh. And I don't know. As I say, there just seemed to be a nervousness around the game, trying to get the ball. The passing just wasn't quick enough or accurate enough. Coogan made several bad judgments. I was thinking it might have been an idea to bring Boyce on for Coogan at one point. Again, I don't want to be doing obviously we don't want to be doing the manager's job for him. He knows what's gone on in training. He knows what's going on in the dressing room. He should know what's going on in the players' heads. I don't know. 2 goals, though, came late on in the 90th minute. Danny Elliott on the 90th minute. What relief that was. You could just almost feel the tension around the whole ground. And for the players themselves, and particularly for Danny as well, scoring. He ripped his shirt off with sheer glee and relief. I can forgive him for getting booked for it, because I can understand the relief that it was. It was almost like a pressure cooker. And then, of course, 97 minutes in, we've got quite an amount of added on time at the end. And in the 97th minute, Ferris pops up with another one. So 2-0. So it looked relatively comfortable in the end. But talk about making hard work of it, Scunthorpe United. I've got to say a little bit about the Rushall manager, Liam McDonald. Well, he got sent off, and rightfully so. But then he wouldn't go off. He just stopped in the tunnel. He was pushing and shoving stewards about. Then the rest of the bench was getting into arguments with fans and supporters. Then one of their players starts squirting water at the fans. And I'm led to believe that's even on camera. So they need to have some sort of punishment from the FA for their appalling behaviour. They could have incited a bloody riot. If they'd been doing it in the Doncaster Road end, it probably would have done. With all those old fogies in the main stand there, not so likely to happen. But they was winding the fans up something chronic. Terrible display by their bench. Shocking. So yeah. Anyway, up and at it. We're off to Blyth on Tuesday. Looking forward to that. Let's hope it's a much better performance. Get our reds down. Let our feet do the talking. And 3 points to bring back. Tamworth slipped up today. They've only had a draw. So game on. Take care, everyone. Up the iron.